Gold, a metal that cannot be eaten, cannot build shelter, and cannot cure disease. And yet, for over 5,000 years, entire civilizations have fought wars, enslaved millions, and built empires around it. Why? Why would a simple metal hold such power over the human mind? Today, we'll unravel the mystery of gold obsession. From the pharaohs of Egypt to the Spanish conquest of the Americas, from the temples of India to the vaults of Fort Knox, gold has always been more than wealth. It has been worshipped, but here's the twist. This obsession didn't just shape economies. It shaped psychology, power, and the very rise and fall of nations. And if you think gold worship is ancient history, think again, because our modern world may not be so different. The story of gold begins not with kings or empires, but with simple human psychology. Gold is rare, it doesn't tarnish, and it shines like the sun. The earliest civilizations, from Mesopotamia to the Indus Valley, saw it as divine. Egyptian pharaohs wore gold masks not for decoration, but because gold symbolized immortality and godhood. In the ancient world, gold wasn't currency yet. It was ritual, a bridge between the mortal and the divine. But here's where the obsession deepened. Humans quickly realized gold was not just beautiful, it was portable power. Unlike livestock or grain, it didn't rot, didn't die, and could be hoarded for centuries. From that moment, wealth itself changed. Gold's transition from symbol to system began in Lydia around 600 BCE, when the first gold coins were minted. This was revolutionary. Suddenly, wealth could be standardized, trusted, and traded. The Greeks adopted it, the Romans perfected it, and empires ran on it. Soldiers were paid in gold. Wars were financed in gold. Taxes were collected in gold. But here's the catch. Once wealth became tied to gold, nations would do anything to secure more of it. Rome expanded its borders partly for grain and slaves, but just as much for gold mines in Spain and Dacia. Gold became the lifeblood of empire. And just like blood, when it ran out, collapse followed. Gold was supposed to guarantee stability, but history shows the opposite. Rome's gold reserves drained as wars dragged on. To compensate, emperors debased the coinage, mixing in cheaper metals. Trust collapsed, inflation soared, and Rome's economy fell into chaos. Centuries later, the Spanish Empire repeated the mistake. After conquering the Americas, Spain flooded Europe with Aztec and Inca gold. For a time, Spain was the richest nation in the world, but the flood of bullion caused the price revolution, one of history's first major inflation crises. Gold, meant to secure wealth, instead destabilized entire empires. The very thing worshipped as eternal value proved to be the seed of ruin. In modern times, gold's grip only grew. For centuries, the gold standard tied the value of money to physical gold. Nations promised for every note printed there was gold in the vault. But during crises, from World War I to the Great Depression, governments broke their promises. They printed more notes than gold could back. Once again, gold obsession collided with human desperation. In 1971, the U.S. officially abandoned the gold standard. Money became fiat, backed not by gold, but by trust in government. Yet even today, central banks hoard thousands of tons of gold. Why? Because gold still whispers a psychological truth. That money, at its core, is fragile. Here's where the story twists again. Despite all history's lessons, the world remains obsessed with gold. In India, families still measure security in bangles and necklaces. In China, central banks quietly stockpile reserves. In the West, every financial panic sends investors racing back to gold as a safe haven. And here's the irony. In the digital age, Bitcoin is often called digital gold, a scarce mined portable store of value. The obsession didn't die, it simply evolved. So why did ancient civilizations worship gold? The answer isn't just economic, it's psychological. 3 lessons emerge. 1, wealth is a story. Gold was never just metal, it was a belief system, and belief systems can both unify and destroy nations. 2. Scarcity drives obsession. Whether gold, oil, or Bitcoin, humans chase what they cannot easily have. 3. Power follows trust. The civilizations that managed wealth responsibly thrived. Those who debased, looted, or inflated collapsed. Here's the warning. Gold's grip on the human psyche never really vanished. Every bubble, every panic, every rush to safe assets shows us that wealth, history, and power are always colliding. So ask yourself, are we still worshiping gold, just in new forms? And if so, what will be the cost when the obsession takes over again? If you found this deep dive eye-opening, hit like, subscribe, and share. And let me know in the comments. Do you think humanity has truly moved beyond gold, or are we still trapped in its shine?